Welcome. Thank you for coming. You're definitely among the bravest out there. So many people just kind of autopilot through life and really don't want the accountability or the responsibility. So the ones that actually step up and take some sort of movement towards having a fuller, more purposeful life are just the bravest and most loving people I can imagine. So I'm just honored that you're here. You all have such deep hearts. I know all of you, and it's just a pleasure. I mean, this is awesome. I know a little bit about all of you already. So what an honor. So I do have some cheat sheets because I still get nervous in front of people, but I'm just trying to tune into the love that's coming through, and that's what is hopefully going to come out for you. So to help me and maybe all of you, I really want you to be in this moment right here because you took the time to come, and this moment is the only thing you can affect right now. So why not be here completely? It helps, as you can see, like I'm a little short of breath. It helps to breathe. So, if you don't mind, do this with me. Look at the love coming here. We don't breathe deeply or wholly enough. And I'm going to put in a plug for my friend John straight in front of me here. He is teaching a breathing class on Wednesdays at 2 at the library. It's free. It's a beautiful class. You will learn a lot. If that calls you at all, please join us. I try to go when I can. He's helping me get over like this, holding my breath. Like right now I'm constricting a little bit. So one thing I can tell you with breathing is you need to expand it. Let everything expand like a balloon. So just like those beautiful hot air balloons that were here. And if it helps you to close your eyes, just so you're focusing on you. What you want to do, it helps me to push all the breath out first, like you're letting all the air out of the balloon, squishing it out, and push your belly button back into your vertebrae. Just push all that old dead air out. Who needs it anymore? So push your air out first, and then whatever is comfortable for you, start to bring the air in first into the belly. Inflate it like a balloon. Let it get big and full. And then let the rest of it inflate up into your ribs and up through your head, down through your feet. Let that air really come in. And do this at least 2 or 3 times, in and out, whatever's comfortable for you. But take that full breath in and the full breath out. Okay. You're giving yourself this moment. And what I'm going to ask you to do tonight is not follow what I do or follow what I recommend. I want you to really tune into yourself and find your truth tonight. And so as I'm speaking, sometimes a word or a phrase I use might trigger something in your tricky mind. The mind is very, very tricky. I'll talk a little bit about that in a while, but just know that if I'm using a word that doesn't resonate with you, and it could be anything from your past or from something someone taught you, translate it to what does work for you as you're finding your truth. Don't get hung up on a word or a phrase or something that doesn't resonate, something you want to push away. There could be a reason for that. just take in what's meant for you. You'll know what's meant for you. You can always revisit, okay? But don't get hung up on a term. You know, some people are like, do you believe in God? Or do you call it universe? Who cares what I call it? What you need to know is what you define as pure love, pure light, your purpose here, what makes you peaceful and fulfilled. Don't get hung up on any terms or any methods, okay? So I'll just throw some things out there to give you some ideas, to get you started and to get you digging a little bit more into your own truth, all right? So don't get hung up on what I'm using as words here and there. Secondly, your truth, okay? A lot of us are very analytical, maybe even very knowledgeable, worldly experienced. But your truth, okay, realize there's different parts of you. And again, that mind can get really sneaky sometimes. So find that feeling inside yourself. I find it in my heart, in my chest area. When I am feeling my truth or something that I know is true or part of me, my heart feels full. It just kind of glows and feels warm and peaceful. No matter what it is, it just feels peace. It doesn't contract, which it does. Let's say someone is saying something about me or to me, and I just feel like, you know what, I don't think that's me or my truth or what I want to focus on in life. It kind of contracts and it gets smaller. It just doesn't feel right. Hey, we all know what yucky feels like, right? Yucky means it's not necessarily your truth. Doesn't mean you have to fear what's being said or what's being presented. It just means it's not you or genuinely you, even if you thought it was your whole life, okay? So as I'm speaking and with anything in life, I just ask you, listen to your heart. And to me, that's where God talks to me. That's where the divine comes through. That's where the source of love and light, I can feel it. That's just how I can feel the truth, the difference, all right? So, we're gonna think from the neck down. We're gonna go more with those nice warm feelings as far as what your truth is, okay? And if you're not sure, just ask for more love from whoever, the source of the divine love, the pure love that you know is out there. Just ask that to give you more love or to help you feel it, okay? More love on everything is always a good thing. Okay, so how to heal anything. The first thing we have to do is lay a little foundation, all right? Think about this universe and how vast it is and how intricate it is. All the universes we don't even know. We know there's infinite universes. There's all these planets. They all dance around each other gracefully. You know, we have everything we need around our planet. We have everything we need on our planet. The plants, the ecosystems, the food chains, right? Every living thing then also has everything it needs. All the cells it needs. Think about the human body. It's fascinating, right? That just wasn't thrown together. There was definitely some pure love behind that created all that. Okay, so even the microscopic things, you just think of the details, you guys. And so I propose, or what came through to me is that everything was made to be self-healing. The perfect design of all it is self-healing and self-correcting. Everything. And that source that created all that, do we really think it didn't already build in accommodations for anything silly humans could throw at it? You know, we fear a lot of things, and rightfully so, to get our attention on it, but let's think about, okay, we're killing the planet, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's gonna self-correct. Could it be that's why we have these natural disasters? Could it be that's why we have a pandemic that closes everything down so that the planet can recover? I mean, what if? I mean, just think of all the possibilities. So everything from the universes on down are self-correcting and self-healing. They're naturally designed that way, okay? So if you think about that, then also remember that everything small is part of a larger body, right? So let's take our bodies, because we're probably going to focus on that. We're going to focus on our being today. Every little cell in our body affects the rest of our body. Every little thing is affecting the rest of the larger body. The same thing with the planet, okay? Everything that goes on in the planet is affecting somehow, some way, the rest of the planet, okay? So, and then us as humanity, every person is affecting all of humanity in some way, okay? Again, I'll dive in a little deeper, but just gonna plant that possibility, okay, out there right now. So if we're not healing, or it's not healing, what's going on, right? We know we live in the sickest first world country in the world. The US, with all its advancements, is the sickest first world country in the world. Why are so many of us ill, right? You're like, well, if it's self-correcting, why aren't we healing? You know, what's the problem? I would assume, and again, this is my logical mind kicking in, all right, but I also feel it resonate for me. It's because we're not utilizing the natural design. We're using so little of it. Are we even using 10% of that natural ability to heal? So that and outside of the body, when we get into the world, same thing. We're not using what was naturally designed, or we're not allowing what was naturally designed to help us, okay? So just kind of hold that thought as I go. We're maybe using a sliver of it instead of the whole natural design. Okay, so let me try to reel that in just a little bit. So let's look at a person, a human being. Most people agree you consist of a mind, a body, and a soul, okay? If you survey people, they do believe you have a spirit or a soul, right? So the soul, where is it when we're human? Is it something that's before we're born and that is kind of put on hold until after we leave here, after we die? Or is it possible that that soul is the eternal part of us, and so naturally, if that's the eternal part of us, doesn't it have a purpose in being human in the first place? Isn't it here for a good reason? So, you know, a lot of people think about the soul as an afterlife, or after, you know, you're done here. Where I think it's eternal, and that soul always has that wisdom and your true essence within it, okay? The body then is the form we're given. It's a physical form so that we can feel, so that we can experience, so that we can grow the soul or accomplish whatever the soul came here for, right? So we have this body, And again, physically, the body's got everything it needs to heal, right? And we're supplied all the supplies and provisions on the planet. Nurture that or feed that. It's here for us to use in our healing and in our growth. Then you have the mind, okay? And when I say mind, I'm talking about the brain, all right? The brain is kind of the survival mechanism for the body. It learns what it's exposed to. It learns through things that it experiences, or even what it observes otherwise, okay? But the mind is only a physical thing, the brain is only a physical thing meant to help you survive. So let's say something happens to you when you're young and it makes you feel awful. Now anything that reminds you of that, whether it's a smell, a food, a phrase somebody uses, a person that kind of looks like the person that offended you, all that's stored up here, and your brain basically gives you an alert, saying, ooh, I don't like that, or don't believe that, this is what happened last time, okay? The brain's just trying to help you survive. The problem is, we're using one of these three pieces, we're isolating it and trying to use one of these pieces at a time instead of putting all three together, which is how we were designed. We need to use them all together, and they're all helping each other, and they're all going to try to heal and self-correct the other. So, let's say, well, I don't know, you have something in your life where you're stuck and you want to really do it, it's part of your dreams, but you're not stepping forward, or you're not doing anything about it, you're not taking any action towards it. The body might say, hey, I can help here, I'm going to give you a pain in the foot. I'm going to try to tell you, you're not stepping forward, pay attention, move that foot. I'm going to give you a pain. And there's all these things that, and it could be anything, all right? Issues with the heart, they say, are often, you're stuck, you've been hurt, you've got heartbreak. Maybe you hurt for someone else. You know, it's saying, okay, that doesn't belong there anymore. I want to get your attention on this. I want to help you, okay? Trying to give you some other examples. Your soul's purpose. Okay, maybe you're trucking along in life and everything's great and you're like, all right, I got this life thing down, I'm successful, I'm accomplished, whatever. But now maybe your soul says, hello, remember me? Hello. Okay, are you really
so many people like that.
finding your joy?
So many people.
Are you really, okay, okay, I think you're ready. It maybe will stop you. Like me, for instance, I broke my neck. I got stopped, all right? I had to stop and think. And it was a beautiful experience, and it always will be. There's always going to be a golden nugget in there for you. No matter what you're experiencing, observing, hearing, reading, thinking, there's a nugget in there for you. It's just your whole beautiful being, all three parts of you, trying to say, hey, remember me? Pay attention to me, please. Or, they're trying to get you to think about what it is that will bring you more love, more joy, more peace, more fulfillment in this life, no matter what goes on. Okay? We don't have to care about what everybody else is doing. We don't have to care about the other 80-90% of the world.
Why?
If we just focus on, I'm sorry, you missed a little bit.
No, I didn't even know why.
Okay, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, I'll leave.
If you don't mind, no, it's okay. No. I want you to stay. But I'm going to have people hold their questions till the end.
I didn't know that part.
That's okay.
Oh,
That's okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all cool. Hey,
I missed the beginning. I'm
totally
sorry.
cool.
What time is it?
I'm gonna
Mostly
talk
serving.
about 10 more minutes,
Oh, that's
and
it.
then we'll do the questions.
Alright, and now you're gonna be serving cheese, cause you give me money in cheese.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He knows I'm from Wisconsin.
I think anyone who can
Okay.
hear you knows you're from Wisconsin.
Yes, yes.
By the way, how many of the shit books do you have left?
I've got quite a few,
Okay.
so, but we'll talk after.
I'm sorry, I wanna
That's
sell
okay.
your books.
It's all good. So here again, you guys, there's a nugget in this conversation for all of you. There's parts of you, that definitely thought certain things, your mind jumps to things, right? But then if you feel in your heart and you go, oh wow, what was that trying to show me? What do I need to know about myself? Like the loving parts, like what in you do you need to love a little bit more to allow that acceptance, to realize every single person on this planet, no matter what they're doing, is here to give you an opportunity to dig into your truth, to feel that, to learn more about the magnificent being you are, and how if you weren't here, there is a gap, there is a hole, okay? Or if you're not trying or wanting to be that beautiful, real self, there's a hole. I'm telling you. Nobody's here by accident. Scientifically, even, the probability of you being here the odds are astronomical. Your soul had a great desire to be here, no matter what. And, the way your life unravels, we don't want to control that because we would miss some of these beautiful things that we're here to learn and to learn about ourselves. Okay, so let me see here. What else do I have here? So, another reason we don't heal, or the planet doesn't heal, whatever the body is because we keep self-inflicting the same wound. All right?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We self-inflict the same wound.
Oh, I thought you said moon.
Yeah, I'm right. Sorry.
What the heck are you talking about? It's like moon.
Yeah. So if
Okay,
it's
sorry.
your health, maybe, okay, first of all, if it's your health, chances are it's time to just go inside and try to listen to your truth a little bit. Your inner guidance will tell you what you should and shouldn't do, or maybe what foods or supplements or natural healing tools that are out there, the resources, the vast resources we have in nature. Okay, it'll help you find those things if you just tune in to that, again, that heart feeling, right? And 90% of the world could be wrong about what you need. The rest of the world doesn't know what you need. You've got to listen in here. Okay, and that sounds daunting, but you're not alone. Okay? I think most of us at least entertain the possibility that it's not just the people you see that are here, it's unseen as well. I call them angels. A lot of people relate to them different ways. I feel the divine always, like this room is full right now, just trying to help us resonate and find that peace and that truth in us. So you always have them as well, okay? But you have to ask. I believe free will is a gift that we were given as a human being, where we get to decide. Maybe we don't want to, maybe we change our mind and don't really want to do this or that or the other. You have that gift. That's something you get to decide. So we always have the divine guidance with us at all times. We're never alone, even if there's no other humans nearby. And humans serve as angels too. I'm sorry, this room, all of you, every single one of you. I mean, I can see the unique differences in you and what you give my life and what you already have, all of you. And if we can just allow ourselves that truth about each other, wow. And even if we feel like we're the minority on the planet planet is still one body, and we are kicking some ass. We are really making a dent in it when we let ourselves be ourselves, because that just shines out, that radiates out, that gives everybody else the empowerment and the love to be more themselves. You know, they get the courage and the confidence to continue on that journey then. So don't ever think what you do is insignificant, ever. Even if you're alone, I mean, you can still send love to others. You wanna help someone that you're really worried about, or something that you're worried about, envision their magnificence. Envision, wow, I know they're here for a really big reason. I know they're as bright as a star. I know that's how they're made. That's their divine essence. I know that's their true essence. No matter how they're behaving, send that out to them. That gets to them. Versus worrying, fretting, oh my gosh, what if they do that again? What if that addict, falls again? What if they end up in the gut? What if they die? Okay, then you're like constricting everything and sending that kind of vibe to them. Do you really want to do that? It's not going to help them. And you're not being naive, you're being real about who that real person is, what that real person is. And even those things that we view as bad or not good or harmful to the earth, it's still giving us an opportunity to be that loving, divine thing that we are. Especially if we can just accept them and send them the love. Envision what they're made of. Just envision that true essence that every person is made of. And you send that out to them without their knowing it's affecting them. Or maybe they are feeling that extra comfort or that extra courage that they need at that one moment. You'll be blown away, you guys. I started doing this with my kids instead of worrying. And it's like, they call me the next day and they just flipped around. They're all of a sudden just thriving. And I can't take credit for that, but I can give credit to the divine that makes that all happen. And they don't necessarily know, they don't know I did that. I don't tell them I did that. Sometimes they do, because sometimes they're tuned in and they get it. But they're like, I don't know, I just thought I've had enough, and it's like, wow. After maybe months of worrying and fretting and what if, and then you beat yourself up, and it's ridiculous. That doesn't help anybody. We need to get back to that truth of what we are. And mistakes, we all think we have mistakes, but have you heard the sayings, the angels dance when you screw up for the 99th time?
I heard that.
They know on the 100th time you're gonna nail it. You're gonna get it. So they're like, sweet, she's on 90. Okay, 91, 92. It's like, I mean, think about it. How long does it take some of us, Right? It's not a mistake. It's an opportunity to continue learning, or an opportunity to decide, you know what? I'm gonna choose again this time. Well, wait a minute. So don't ever beat yourself up if you don't get it perfect. It is perfect for you. It's still a step, okay? And we're almost out of that half an hour, so just a couple more thoughts. When something's ailing you, whether it's in your mind, in your body, or you just feel like your soul's yearning for something, just ask yourself again, tune in. What in me needs more love? What do I need to heal in me? And as you heal whatever that is, the rest heals. Physical ailments even disappear. I mean, this happens. This is real. It's scientifically documented, back and forth. Yeah. So think about that. And the other huge thing is, and this is documented by a doctor in Wisconsin that wrote a book called Radical Remission, she went all over the world and gathered statistics on cancer patients, terminal cancer patients, where the medical industry said there's nothing more we can do for you. Now remember, that's just 10% of the healing resources out there, our traditional medicine as we call it in the US, okay? These people were given a death sentence, so they said, well, I'm gonna go outside that 10%, I'm gonna look at the other 90 and see what the world's got for me. But she said she wrote, in that book, she wrote 10 things that they all had in common. And they all healed, by the way, without medical, procedures or medicines. They all healed outside of our traditional medicine. But one of the big things that resonates with me is she said, why do you want to live? You need to know why you want to live. And you can't say, because I don't want to die. You need to know why. What, at least at this point in time, is your purpose in being here?
Spread love and happiness.
That's good. I mean, yeah. And to mean it, right? To really mean it. And so then, along with why do you want to live, why do you want to heal? There's other reasons you may not heal too, and I go into more of that in my complete healing book. It could be that's part of what's helping you heal something else. Maybe a physical ailment is trying to guide you to an emotional healing you need, or getting you into another bit of your soul's purpose, something else you really want to be doing. I come across suicidal people, vets especially, and then they turn around and they want to help vets heal. They want to offer personal help to them. Who better to help them than someone that's been through it and has the compassion, that can have that depth of understanding? So things are not a mistake. They're guiding you. Okay, so just some thoughts for you. Let's see. So me, I just to give you a little quick background. As I started asking for my truth in here, words started coming. I do feel like it's that outside divine support I've been talking about. Maybe it's my own soul talking to me, I don't know, but I definitely feel angels. The words come in and I write them down. I can't take credit for it, but they were coming so heavily and bringing me so much joy and fulfillment. I started writing them just for me so I could go back. Eventually, there was enough for a book, and I started getting outside people asking for that information, and it basically nudged me and pushed me out of my shell into creating a book. And then when I started getting out there, the book, another book came, and another, and it just keeps coming.
Which one? Oh, wait, questions at the end, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm almost done.
Shit.
So, that's okay. So Rise Above the Shit is the first one.
That's right.
To help people overcome, this is where I started, overcoming what was holding me back and holding me down. A lot of head stuff that gets stuck, and you're just stuck, and you're like, well, I'd be fine if that hadn't happened, or if that person hadn't done that to me, or I didn't have this, driving me down. 50-some topics, quick topics that hold most people down. And they're like, oh, no wonder everybody's so miserable, And then, as I kept going and the words kept coming, then Rise to the Next Level gets into a little deeper things like death, hard relationships, letting go, allowing yourself to become more aware. So this just kind of continues the journey, going into the harder things. And I have the next level of the Rise series coming this year. It's one step above that. Like, if you feel like, I'm pretty aware. I think I've been doing a good job of listening. The next book, the next Rise book, is for you then. It's even a little more opening of your heart. and a little more allowing things into your heart. And then in between, and 2019, hot and heavy, complete healing came. I had all these messages in my mind on why we're not healing, what you can do to help yourself heal, mind, body, and soul. So this one's pretty deep. Just gives you an intro to a lot of the different modalities, tools, resources, thoughts that'll help you heal. And then when I was guided to do this talk, you know, I'm like, honestly, it wasn't my brain saying, wow, the world needs healing, I'm gonna do this talk. It doesn't come like that for me. It was more, the words come, the title comes, and then once I scheduled this, because I'm like, that's a pretty deep and serious topic. So I'm like, am I ready to step into that? As I committed to doing this, the words for a short book by the same title started coming like crazy just in the last week or week and a half. So the new booklet will be called How to Heal Anything. It'll be short and sweet. As far as I know, I think it's almost done. I don't know when it's done till they tell me it's done. But that'll be ready to before long, hopefully this spring. So,
Oh, I'm excited.
yeah. And then I have some odds and ends that also came in, but if you buy anything tonight, they're $15, and Lake Havasu Military Moms gets $5 a book, because I love what they're doing in the community to try to help vets right away.
Do you have any information on that? The cards?
On Military Moms, I don't with me, but yeah.
How long are you in town? Where you live here?
I'm here for the winter.
Oh, wait, is this the question and answer?
Yeah, actually, we
I'm
have.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm hungry.
So that's what I have for
I don't
you.
want to get hangry around a bunch of good people and a child, so.
Well, just one or two more things.
Okay.
Please take a wristband on your way out to remind yourself you rise above. You are in that sliver that's keeping this planet lit up, and I do believe just one person trying to be their most loving self, their real self, that's the real self. I feel like that's, you know, undoes maybe what 1,000 or 10,000 misguided people might be doing. Now you say misguided because their soul is equal to ours. They're just, or maybe that's their role, right? There's so many reasons. But we light things up and we allow them then to light up or to find something potentially. Okay, so please just take this as a reminder. And then these little bookmarks, do have my website. I'll keep you updated, and a lot of times I'll throw free stuff out there. And I also do 5-minute videos, how to change your life in less than 5 minutes. Again, the words just come. I pick up you'll see, I just pick up the phone and record it.
Is that recording right now?
Yes, yeah, you're in the background.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know.
I was just joking. Anyways, I don't mean to interrupt. I feel energy that's really positive, which is nice, because you go to these bars, you don't feel that. You feel anger, resentment, drunkenness, stupidity, want to fight the big guy. Oh, that's not a real service. I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah.
So when I see stupid, I be stupid, and then they really don't mess with me. So now, I got my bars back. I'm done. I don't want to drink. I don't want to go to bars. I just like helping people,
Yeah.
especially like helping
Sweet.
veterans. And for some reason, some divine whatever, and I ran the test on it, she passed, and then I'm already halfway through the first book. Give me, I don't know, I don't want to spend a ton of money, but I already sold 2 of them. So can we do like packages? Like, give me the rise of they love shit. Everybody loves shit. They give you shit for shit. But the problem is what we want is a package, you know, so I want a shit book and a shit bracelet, you know, shit whatever. And then we want in a bag of shit. We'll say bag of shit.
That's good, because I have to go to Hulu.
Alright.
Okay, oh yes,
But
yes.
I know, and I had to come
Keep it
back to
moving.
keep that. I'm
You
gonna
know,
take,
that's
gonna take
literally a
this.
guy, he
Chris,
just quit.
she's gonna
that
leave, but
sells,
she'd like to grab a book.
It's
Uh,
really.
Chris will help you.
Okay,
But I do wanna
Barbecue wrap, they used to
see if
sell
there's
that in
any
Swap Meet.
questions,
Oh, yeah.
thoughts,
People would be lined up.
anything
and
that,
they'd be like, if you look shit, you're good
You
shit,
wanna
and they
dig in
don't
a
put it
little
a
more?
bag of shit. The guy.
Yeah?
Really,
What
I
I
was
would
thinking
do.
about it. He's just a little later from the
I'm gonna-
cop in the
I'm
morning.
gonna stop recording.
But,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
gonna
what
stop
I'm-
recording, okay.
I'll just-